Hi guys. So I actually accidentally deleted my what I wore this month video. So all my pads are snapped and they're staying that way. I'm not unsnapping them all for you guys. So I do have on my board here all written up. So this period I wore one super pad, which is my big bubble pad, which is on the webpage it was classified as a super. So it's like a night pad. One heavy pad, 12 moderate or regular pads, 6 light pads, no liners for a total of 20 pads. And this is what I wore this month for March 2016. And the brands that I wore this month were Moonbird Studios, My Bare Bottom, Femcloth, Now That's Interesting, Miss B Haven Boutique, and Occupied Mind Creations. So these are the brands, and I won't keep repeating them, but they are all there. I might mention them just out of habit, but these are the brands if I forget. Most of these styles are very different from one another. So once I name one pad of that brand, you can often tell or at least I find you can often tell which ones are from the same brand. So I have my notes here from what happened. I will be doing something different. A lot of people will go in order of size. I will go in order that I actually wore them. Because it'll give you guys an idea of you don't have to, on your first day, wear all heavy pads. Like, that's not how life rolls. So I'm going to do this in chronological order of what I wore. Now, usually what I'll do is a few days before my period, I will start wearing just a light pad instead of a liner. And at night I will wear one of my longer light pads. And I'll do that from the moment I take out my Nuva ring until my period starts. So I am starting on Wednesday, where my period is supposed to start overnight, and that's when I tend to start my notes is Tuesday night. So on Tuesday night, I wore this 12-inch Moonbird Studios pad, and I'm actually going to remove this just so I have a place to put them again. So I wore that. It is a regular absorbency. It was advertised as a heavy, but it only has one layer of absorb, so I classified it in my stash as a regular. So I wore this overnight. My period usually starts overnight from Tuesday to Wednesday, so I was really thrown off by the fact that it didn't. So I did wear my light My Bare Bottom Geisha pad. Still didn't start until Wednesday night. I wore the another Moonbird Studios pad, 12 inches, and it started that night. Then on Thursday morning, I woke up and I wore this little Moonbird Studios light pad that is 7 inches. I wore this for a few hours just while I was getting ready to go to class. And then when I left the house, just before I left, I changed into this 9-inch regular Moonbird Studios pad. And then while I was, when I got home, because I only have one class on Thursdays, I changed into this regular Now That's Interesting pad. And then overnight I did wear, this is my super pad. It is a super absorbency bubble pad from Miss B Haven. This is my go-to overnight on mornings that you're pretty sure you're going to sleep in. Because Friday I did not have any classes because all of my teachers had canceled, so I went to bed around 9. I woke up at noon, and it hadn't leaked. Like, you could see a dot of blood here and right in the middle, but that was it. It didn't actually go through. You could just see it. So that is a great pad. It's one of my favorites for overnight. And then when I woke up, I wore this one on Friday while I was around the house. And then I took a bath and I pretty much just did some housework on Friday, so I did that, and then I took a bath, and changed into this in between, getting this light femcloth pad, before I left for work, just in between taking my bath and going to work. I pretty much, if I'm leaving home, if I need to change, and I'm leaving home soon, like within an hour, I'll only put on a light pad. I won't waste one of my regular pads for that because I can wear a regular pad instead of a light one, but you can't really, if you're going out, you can't really wear a light one instead of a regular one. So after my bath, I changed into that, and then I went to work wearing this one, which is my anti-acid pad. Actually very much like this one. I don't know who she is, but I don't know. She seems sassy. So, and then I went to work, and then I went to work my other job, which is I do marketing for a local convention. And we had a fundraiser that we were appearing at for a Star Wars thing. I'm not into Star Wars personally, but I had to be there. And it was downtown at one of the pubs. And when I got there, I changed into this. It is my Occupied Mind Creations. I believe it's 12 inches. It's a regular pad for sure. I just forget the length. It's either 12 or 13. Yeah, something like that. It's 12. And then I crashed at one of my cosplay friends' house, and on our way back, I live very close to the pub, so she dropped me off to pick up my contact lens solution, and I also threw this in my bag, which is my heavy/overnight pad from Femcloth. So I grabbed that. And in the morning, I still had this one in my bag. It is, I believe, a 10-inch pad. It is a regular absorbency from Occupied Mind Creations. It is a minky topped. All the ones that I've shown you are either, I think there's one knit, all the other ones are cotton or flannel. I only have a few minkies. And then I wore this minky from Miss B. Haven boutique. And this is one of those situations of I wore a light pad before I left. This one, I don't know how I feel about it yet. Whenever I wear it, I'll either forget that I'm wearing a pad, so I only ever wear it as a light pad. I think it is supposed to be one, but I only ever wear it for in between leaving home. Just because, I don't know, every time I've been out wearing this one, I just forget I'm wearing it, and then it overflows because I just forget about it. It's just that soft, guys. And you don't feel it until you feel it, and it's too late. So I changed into this one because my period had really calmed down. And it, that one, I had worn that one for 2 hours, and there were just a few drops. So I wore this light, Now That's Interesting pad. This one is, I believe, 9.5 inches. And it is my Disney villains with the Evil Queen, Cruella, and Ursula. And then I was at a play, and then during intermission, I went to the washroom, and my period had picked up drastically, so I put on this Harry Potter 8-inch, Now That's Interesting pad. That's a regular absorbency with a flannel top. And then overnight, I wore this Moonbird Studios pad, and there was only a little bit of spotting on it. And then, so on Saturday, I wore this little 7-inch Moonbird Studios pad that actually, because I had only spotted the night before, so I wore this one and then I soaked through it because gotta love life. Gotta love when your period's like, I'm done. Nope, not done. Give me a little bit. And then because I had gone through that one, I put on this 6, switch it over, 9-inch Moonbird Studios pad, and then it stopped. So I wore this overnight because it was completely clean when I went to the washroom. And then just in case on Monday, I wore this one. Pretty sure we're at Monday. Yeah, because, yeah. On Monday, I wore this one. It is the Pink Moonbird Studios 9 inches. And by that point, it was day 2 of a clean pad. So, that is what I wore this month. If there's any suggestions on how to make this go smoother, let me know. I didn't even need my notes. Look at that. I'm so good. Oh, look. The blue flower one is supposed to be 13 inches, according to my notes. Because I have all of my notes right there, and I didn't even have to look at them. Good for me. Like my owl? If you like my owl, you should like the video. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you guys have any suggestions on how to make this run smoother. If you guys want more information about how much I usually wear, you guys will be able to compare, because I will be doing this board with how much I wore every period, so you guys will be able to compare how much, like the total amount at least, and then how much of each pad that I've worn. And doing it this way, also you can see that it's not just, oh, I'll only wear heavy pads overnight, because that's how I feel with a lot of different YouTubers that do this. I started off with the impression of, oh, so you only wear your heavy overnight pads overnight, and you wear your regular ones until like the last 2 days and stuff like that, and like that's like the impression that it leaves you with when you watch those videos. Anyway, I am going to go feed my cat now, so I will see you guys later. Bye.